Yesterday, we talked about the family scapegoat. We talked about the child who was chosen to carry all the blame, all the shame, all the dysfunction the family refused to face. We talked about Sarah, and tens of thousands of you told me in the comments, in your messages, that you recognized yourselves in that story. But many of you asked me the same question. What about the other child? What about the one who got everything? The one who was praised, protected, and placed on a pedestal while their sibling was quietly being destroyed? What about the golden child? Today we answer that question, and I have to warn you, the answer is not what you expect. Because the golden child is not the winner in this story. The golden child is not lucky. The golden child is not free. The golden child is a prisoner, and the prison was built by the same parent who built the scapegoat's cage. One parent, two children, two completely different fates, and a family that will never be the same once the truth is finally spoken out loud. This is the story dark psychology has been trying to tell us for decades, and today we are going to listen. Let me set the stage clearly for anyone joining us for the first time. In a family with a narcissistic or deeply dysfunctional parent, the children are not treated as individuals. They are assigned roles. These roles exist not for the children's benefit, but for the parent's psychological survival. The scapegoat carries all the family's shame, blame, and dysfunction. Always wrong, always the problem. Loves deeply but receives conditions. The most sensitive child, the one who sees the truth. The golden child carries all the family's pride, hopes, and self-image. Always right, always the example. Receives love, but only as a performance, the extension of the parent's ego, the one who must never fail. These two roles look like opposites, and from the outside they are. The scapegoat suffers visibly. The golden child appears to thrive. Both children are being harmed, in different ways, by the same source, and the damage done to the golden child runs just as deep, sometimes deeper, because it is completely invisible. No one ever asks if the golden child is okay. Everyone assumes they are. That assumption is the golden child's prison. Yesterday, we told you about Sarah. Today, I want to tell you about her brother, Daniel. He was the one the family described as kind, responsible, the smart one, their father's pride. And for the first 20 years of his life, Daniel believed that too. But there were moments, quiet moments, where something felt wrong. Moments when he looked at his sister and felt guilt he could not explain. He never acted on it. Because of one fear, the fear of losing his place. The golden child is not born golden. They are made golden. It begins with praise that serves the parent, not the child. Daniel was not praised because of who he was. He was praised because of how he made his parent feel. This is called enmeshment. The child becomes an extension of the parent. Their identity is not their own. And slowly the real self disappears, replaced by a role, the wound of conditional love, the wound of lost identity, the wound of complicity, the wound of never being real. The golden child is not free. They are performing. Daniel and Sarah did not speak for 11 years. When they met again, Sarah said, "I don't blame you. You were a child too." And Daniel broke, for the first time, because someone finally saw him. If you were the scapegoat, the golden child was not your enemy. If you were the golden child, you are allowed to not be perfect. Both roles were lies, and both prevented you from becoming who you really are. Which role were you? Have you ever spoken to your sibling about it? Comment below. Tomorrow, we go deeper.